Good morning, everyone. Hello again. It's Miss Kendra, and I'm really happy to see you. It's been a really long time. Last time I saw you, it was Thursday. Now it's Monday. So what have you been doing this whole time? What have you been doing this weekend? Really? You saw fireworks? What did you eat? Did you have a barbecue? Yeah? You did? Me too. Really cool. And you went outside and you played outside? Yeah? And so you saw fireworks. Was there a loud boom, boom, boom? Yeah? And you were not scared at all? Wow. Okay. That's really awesome. So we know that today is Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. There's how many days in the week? 7. Okay, let's sing our 7 days of the week song quickly. 7 fingers. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, so we moved from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now it's Monday. July 6th, 2020. Thank you. And how many months are in the year? 12. Okay, let's sing that song quickly too. Ready? There are 12 months. There are 12 months. There are 12 months in a year. There are 12 months. There are 12 months. There are 12 months in a year. January, February, March and April, May, June, July and August, September, October, November and December. These are the months of the year. Fill them with joy and with cheer, the months of the year. Fantastic. Do you guys remember what season it is? Is it winter? No, it's summer, right? Good, okay. And we're in summer, so what is the weather like? What has the weather been like for you? So rainy? So sunny? And it's been pretty hot. So we've been drinking lots of water, right? Okay, good. Let's go take a look at our math worksheet today. It is some bigger numbers before and after, right? So let's get a pencil. Miss Kendra, where's the line for my name? I don't know. I'm going to write my name anyways. Miss Kendra. Okay. The directions say, write the numbers that come before and after the number in the middle. So we have a lot of different numbers here, right? And we are going to think and write what number comes before and what number comes after, right? Let's double check we know before and after. 4, 5, 6. Okay. We have a 5 here. What number is after 5 there? 4 or 6? After 5 is 6, right? On this side, on the right side. And on the left side is before. What number is before 5? Exactly right, number 4. Okay, so let's look at some bigger numbers here. This number is 24. What number comes before 24? 300? 72? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. What comes before 24? Yeah, 23. What about after? 23, 24. What comes after? Oh yeah, 25. Okay, so let's mix it up. We got a 13 here. What comes before 13? Good, 12. And after 13? 14. You guys are great. Okay, what about the next one? 27. 25? Are you counting in your head? Using your brain? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. What comes before 27? Yeah, 26. Good job. Okay, you guys are getting really fast. Okay, and what comes after 27? 28. Excellent. What about 34? What comes before 34? 33. Beautiful. Okay, and after 34? 5? 35. Super. Okay, let's do one more. What number is that? 45. So what comes before 45? We know it's 40 what? 4. 44. And after 45 comes 40 what? 6. 46. Super. Okay. So, thanks for doing that math worksheet with me. I'm feeling like, can you guys finish this one all by yourself? Oh, you sure can? For sure? Fantastic. Okay, let's take a look at our language worksheet. We have some new one here. This says practice sheet for M, S, and T sounds. That's a bunch of them there, right? So we're going to say the name of the picture and write the first letter of each word. Let's put our names up top there first. Okay. Maybe, do you guys think we should color? Yeah? Okay, I think we should color too, because it looks like it needs a little bit of color. Right? This is going to be a gray, what is that? What is that? This is a little gray mouse? Yeah, it's a little gray mouse. So what letter does mouse start with? We're going to write that on the line. Mouse, mouse. What letter does mouse start with? Mouse. Mouse. M, right? So we're going to write M on the line. We've done lots of practicing writing, so let's write our M on the line. And we're going to start at halfway, down, up around, and around again. M for mouse, right? We're just writing the first letter, okie dokes. Okay, let's look at the next one. What is that? A sock, right? So sock. When you say sock, what letter do you hear first? Sock. Sock. K, k. Is it a K? Does it start with letter K? No, sock. S, right? S. Let's write in our letter S. Awesome. And what about this little friend here? That's a cute little what? Turtle. Turtle. T. Good job. A T. I'm I'm going to start all the way at the top and cross your T. What do you see here now? What is that? This is a carton of what? A carton of and a glass of milk, right? Milk. Milk. M. What does milk start with? What letter sound? M. Good job. Okay, let's write our M on the line. M. Milk. What is this here? It's the moon, right? So can you tell me what letter sound does moon start with? H? P? Moon, moon. Right? Yeah. Okay, really great. Let's do another one. Ooh, I see a... What is this? What animal is this? This is a... Yeah, a tiger. Do you guys like tigers? You do? So tiger, tiger. T. What letter does that start with? H again? Q, P, M, S, T? Tiger, super. T from the top, down, and cross. Let's finish our last two here. This is a big, beautiful, bright sun. Sun. What letter does sun begin with? S. You guys are doing so great. S. And last but not least is a... What is this? You use this every day, right, to keep your teeth clean. What is this? A toothbrush, right? Look, we can put a little toothpaste on it. So, toothbrush. A T. Good job, guys. We finished that worksheet today. So, let's take a look at our next worksheet. Just kidding. Let's stand up and sing a song. You want to sing a song with me? You do? Okay, let's stand up and sing a song. So, this song is about one of our community members. Do you know this song? It's about a doctor, right? Okay, so we're gonna do, I'll do slowly with you first. Ready? Okay. The doctor's in the clinic. The doctor's in the clinic. Is that? Okay. Restart. The doctor's in the clinic. The doctor's in the clinic. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The doctor's in the clinic. Okay. The doctor takes a nurse. The doctor takes a nurse. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The doctor takes a nurse. The nurse takes a patient. The nurse takes a patient. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The nurse takes a patient. The patient gets help. The patient gets help. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The patient gets help. The patient feels better. The patient feels better. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The patient feels better. Doctor in the clinic. The doctor in the clinic. Hi, ho-the-dairy-o, the doctor in the clinic. Again, ready? The doctor takes a nurse. The doctor takes a nurse. Hi, ho-dairy-o, the doctor takes a nurse. The nurse takes a patient. The nurse takes a patient. Hi, ho-the-dairy-o, the nurse takes a patient. The patient gets help. The patient gets help. Hi, ho-the-dairy-o, the patient gets help. Now, the patient feels better. The patient feels better. Hi, ho-the-dairy-o, the patient feels better. Thanks for singing that with me. Second try worked out for us very well. I want to show you some picture of our brain. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up for us, and we are going to see a picture of our brain here. So, this is a picture of our brain, right? There's lots of different parts of it, right? So I want to ask you some questions about your brain. Where is it? Where's your brain? In your shoulder, right? Hey, brain. Wake up, brain. No, it's in your head, right? So your brain is in your head, right? And let's say, who is your boss? Who is your boss? Who's the boss at home? Mom? Dad? Your baby? Your mom and dad? Okay, so who is the boss of your body? Who is the boss of your body? When it is time to stand up, this light, okay, I'm telling my body to move around, and the light is not coming back on for us. Okay, I'm not sure can you see me? Can you see me? Okay, then we're doing just fine, right? So who's the boss of your body? So who's the boss of your body? Not mom, right? She's the boss in the house, right? But who's the boss of your body? You're the boss of your body. Your brain is the boss of your body. So who is telling Miss Kendra's arm and hand to hold this paper? Brain. My brain is telling my arm and my hand, hold that paper tight. You want to show your friends, right? So my brain is the boss of my whole body. And it works really, really good most of the time, right? So our brain is kind of like a very fast computer. It's always thinking, it's always working, and thinking of how to fix our problems, right? Like, let's see. Our brain is always working. We know that when we are falling over, what does our brain tell our body? Oh, hold on. Hold on, grab something. Grab something, help yourself, right? Because your brain is always thinking, it's always on. And your eyes will see what's coming. Tells your brain, something's going on, you're falling. Boom. Brain tells your body, save yourself. Help yourself. So, what else about our brain? What does it do? It's for thinking, right? And what are we doing right now? We're learning, right? Yeah, it's for learning. So I have some questions. What do we need to have a healthy body? Right, Miss Kendra and Miss Kelly said we need 3 major things for a healthy body. Water, right? And healthy food. Good, lots of exercise and What? Anything else? Well, let's see. Our muscles and our skeleton, our bones really likes all that water, all that food, all that exercise, and so does our brains, right? Our brains need lots of water and lots of healthy food to grow and lots of exercise too. What? How do I do exercise with my brain? It's in my head. What? Well, we're learning, right? When we're learning and trying something new and singing and dancing, we're exercising our brain at the same time. Cool. And something else our brain needs is lots of sleep. Lots of sleep, right? Yeah, so our brain needs 4 things. You say these with me? Lots of water, lots of healthy food, lots of exercise, and one more thing for our brain, lots of sleep. Our brain needs lots of sleep, right? When our bodies are tired at the end of the day, what do? We go to sleep, right? And then it can rest our bodies and they grow bigger and bigger because we ate all that good food, right? Our brains need the same thing. Our brains need to rest, right? Yeah, so we take sleep every night. Do you guys have your worksheet that looks like this? You do? Okay, fantastic. Let's take that out and do some coloring and cutting and pasting, and we can talk about the different jobs that our brain does. So, color the picture. What color is a brain in real life, everyone? Is it orange? Is it blue? No, it's actually pink. Did you know you had a pink brain? Yeah, we have a pink brain. And so I'm going to color my brain pink. So how old are you, my friends? How old are you? 3, 4, 2, 5. Yeah? So is your brain still growing? Yeah, it's still growing and growing, right? So we always want to make sure we're getting all of that rest and water and food and all those healthy things to keep our brain going, right? If our brain isn't going, then it cannot tell our body to go, right? If our brain isn't awake and moving, working for us, then we can't do things, right? So we have lots of different parts of the brain, and all of them do a little something different, right? Definitely right, Miss Kendra. So I'm going to take a color, yellow, after I put my name up top, Miss Kendra. So let's first say the names of these brain parts. So there's 4 lobes of the brain, and those lobes do different things, right? So here the first one we see is the frontal lobe. Do you think that's going to be in the back or the front? Frontal lobe. So the frontal lobe is where we do a lot of our thinking, a lot of our problem solving. Like Miss Kendra, she didn't have stickers today, Miss Kendra, and she needed stickers. So I used my frontal lobe to problem solve, and I decided to use colored pencils instead. So I use my frontal lobe to do those things. And when I am talking like this, I'm using my frontal lobe as well. Or when I'm thinking about feeling sad or feeling happy, I am using my frontal lobe. So That's that. And what else do we have here? The parietal lobe. So this is another lobe in our brain, and its job is a lot of sensory information, right? We have sensorial in our classrooms, right? We do our sensorial work, and we do things like touch and smell and hear, right? And so that all happens in the parietal lobe. Cool. And what about the next one? It's called the occipital lobe. So our occipital lobe is actually in the back of our brain, and this one is pretty exclusively about our seeing. What do we see with? Yeah, our eyes, right? And so this lobe, which is back here, is almost all used for seeing and figuring out what we're looking at. Let's see. The next one I see here is the cerebellum. The cerebellum is this part here. I'm giving away the answers, huh? So that's going to help us with our balance, right? Did you stand up with me? No? Did you stretch with Miss Kelly? You did? So when we're standing up and stretching, we're using a lot of balance and motor skills, right? So that all is controlled by this part of our brain. And when we're using our pencils and going just so gently small coloring, we're using this part of our brain. Really cool. So what else is here? Our brain stem. This is big and important. Our brain stem. Our brain stem is like, so here's our brain stem. If our brain is doing all the talking to our body, it needs a way to send the messages, right? So our brain is all the way up in the top of our head. And this brain stem comes down from the brain and goes all the way down our spine, all the way down our backbone. And it is able to spread out from there, and it tells all of their little body parts what to do. Wow. Okay. So the last lobe is called the temporal lobe. The temporal lobe. And that lobe, his job is understanding language and remembering and hearing. Okay, so let's cut our pieces off so we can glue them in the right spot and look at where exactly all those brain parts are. So, do you have scissors? You are ready already. That's great. Someone is helping? Okay, that's great too. After we're all done cutting, then we're ready to do some gluing, right? Oh, yeah. So, we have 6 parts of the brain here. And we just learned what parts they are, right? So, let's start now. Okay. So we have these 6 parts, right? Okay. So, do we remember what is the front of the brain, right? If this is the front. This is the front, this is the back. Right? So, let's see here. Where's the frontal lobe? Here. Here is the frontal lobe. Okay? So Miss Kendra separated the frontal lobe with this line. Okay? And now I'm ready to glue frontal lobe. Here. So we remember what the frontal lobe does? The frontal lobe is here, and this is where we do a lot of our thinking, a lot of our problem solving. Oh, I need to fix something. I see something is wrong. I do my thinking here. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling sad. That happens in here. Let's do another one. How about the parietal lobe? That is here. That goes next to the frontal lobe. Parietal lobe. Super. Okay, and we talked about the occipital lobe. That's all the way in the back. Occipital lobe. And what is that lobe going to do? Yeah, that's going to help us for our vision, what we see, right? Yeah. So what else is next? We have the cerebellum. You say that? Cerebellum. And what is the cerebellum's job? It's a very important part, right? This is about our movements, about our balance, how we move our body, right? And what is the message center for our brain? Who sends the messages? Thank you, brainstem. Right? If our brain didn't have our brainstem, then it couldn't send the messages to my hand or to my foot or my leg. So one more we have is the temporal lobe. Right? And we saw our occipital lobe is over here in the back. And then we have our temporal lobe, which is this part here. 1 lobe, 2 lobe, 3 lobe, 4 lobe. And the temporal lobe is where we understand our language. This is where our brain is working to listen, to speak, and to remember. Our memories are stored over here too. So when you remember your name, you remember your counting, remember your numbers that come after and before. That's going on over here. But when you are watching fireworks and your eyes are seeing those beautiful fireworks, you're using your occipital lobe back here, right? When you're feeling so happy, I finished all my worksheets, I've been working so hard, that's up here in the frontal lobe. And when we are touching and feeling and gluing, over here in our parietal lobe. So that all of our different parts of the brain have really, really, really important jobs. We need to make sure a whole brain is happy with us, right? So how are we going to keep our brains happy and healthy? Lots of water, lots of healthy food, exercise, right? Brain exercise, which means learning, singing, dancing, all those wonderful things. And then one more thing for our brain, very important. Sleep, right? We need lots of good sleep, right? Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about some community members. So be ready with all your materials. And Mom and Dad, I forgot to mention that we have some new things this week in our with our worksheets. We have an agenda, and on that agenda we have a Zoom agenda. So we also included worksheets for Zoom that we're not covering in our Facebook Live, but we will cover those worksheets in Zoom. Okay? All right. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.